Buy $10. How do you do it, right? How do you buy real estate for $10? What's Lloyd talking about? Well, here I am live, and I'm going to share with you exactly how you can start buying real estate for as little as $10. And it's no joke. Like, it's not, there's no gimmicks behind it. You can literally go and do that today. I'm going to explain to you how. And this is going to be really exciting, especially for those of you who love real estate. And wherever you are in the world, I think it's pretty obvious that we're going through a real estate boom in most parts of the world because the world's opening back up. Debt is really cheap. And that means that people are running to buy tangible assets like property because they feel it's safe. They understand it. It's consistent. It gives cash flow. And, you know, it's been around for generations. And they're not making any more land, as they say. So it is a rare asset class. And it's called an alternative investment because it's an alternative to equities and bonds, the traditional investment vehicles. So how do you buy real estate for $10? What's up? And yeah, of course, if you want to leave any comments or ask any questions, I'll turn the comments on here on Facebook at least. What's up, Pete? Good to see you. Alicia's on, great. And everyone on Instagram, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. If you've got any questions as I'm rolling through, feel free to ask them. Tag a friend in this live if you want them to learn how to buy real estate for $10. And of course, feel free to share this live to anywhere you like if you're getting value from it. So let me explain to you that first and foremost, you don't need to buy physical real estate to be exposed to real estate. Now, what I mean by exposed is have, own a legal ownership in real estate and experience the growth from the real estate market. You don't actually have to own direct property, which is where you actually physically own the actual house or whatever it might be. So I'm going to talk to you. What's up, Gab? Thanks for jumping on, mate. You're the best. You can do it. I'm going to explain to you how you can buy the best quality real estate, right, in your country, the best quality commercial real estate even, right, for as little as $10. Okay, so giddy up. Ready to go? All right. It's really simple. There's these things out there that you may or may not know about, probably don't, called real estate investment trusts, okay? Real estate investment trusts, okay? So I'll pop it here so you can see it on certainly on Facebook. The short name for them is REITs, okay? People call them REITs, all right? But real estate investment trusts. And what they are is it's where a group of people, professionals, pull together people's money, put it into a trust, and that particular trust buys a group or multiple pieces of real estate. Okay, so it holds actual real estate titles in a trust. And then what happens is the trust is listed on the stock exchange. And once it's listed on the stock exchange, you can buy little pieces. You can buy stocks effectively. You can buy shares. Okay, we'll call them shares because they are shares. You can buy shares in the trust. So you actually become a legal owner of the trust. All right. So that means that you are actually exposed to real estate. You own real estate. And you can do this for as little as $10 because on the stock exchange, you can buy one share of REITs for $10. Right. There are different prices of different REITs, but you can actually buy a piece of that trust now, which gives you exposure to the best real estate in your country, okay, commercial real estate. Now, what's interesting is this. When you do that, you're not only buying the growth in the real estate, which you would if you own direct property, but you actually diversify your risk because you're actually buying a share in multiple different properties in different locations and quite often in different sectors, okay? So it could be industrial, commercial, residential, whatever, but mainly it's commercial and industrial and retail. Okay, they're the three core sectors that are usually making up a REIT. So you can buy, when you buy shares in that trust, when the properties grow in value, obviously the shares go up and you get to experience capital growth. But also, real estate investment trusts are required under the law to pay out 90% of the rents back to you, the investor. So you're actually getting them. They're going to keep some for management, of course, because there's cost to manage that real estate investment trust, but they then are compelled to give you the balance of the income. Okay, so they're going to produce rent. But what's great about it is you can actually start, like if you had $200 or $300 or $400, you don't need to wait till you got a $100,000 deposit. You can actually go and buy real estate today. There's nothing stopping you. Like you can actually go and buy one share in a REIT for $10 today. So people say to me, oh, I'm waiting to get a house. I'm like, well, you can buy a property today. They go, how? I'm like, well, you just go and buy a share in a real estate investment trust. and it's better quality property because it's diversified, it's commercial, there's more than one tenant, and there's a group of professionals managing it, running it, so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I'm actually shocked as to why these aren't more popular. If I was going to buy real estate, I would do it this way, right? Here we go, Cromwell. This is probably a mate of mine, but look, someone's saying Cromwell Property Investment Trust, or the Real Estate Investment Trust, is trading at 89 cents. Okay, so you can get in for, I mean, depending on which one you choose. Like, I'm only using a couple that I know of quite well as an example of $10, because I think if I put it here 89 cents, no one would believe me. But you can buy Cromwell for 89 cents. Okay, it's returning 7.3% dividends. So here we go. Check it out. You know, when you buy a property and it gives you a 5% rental return? Well, if you bought Cromwell REIT today, okay, Australian Real Estate Investment Trust today, for 89 cents, you know, you can buy, let's say you put in, let's say you put in $100 worth, okay? You would actually get back $7.30 in rent because it's paying a 7.3% dividend. Now, it's not actually a dividend. What it is, it's a distribution of the rent through the trust, and it's different to a dividend, but it's actually an actual distribution of the rent. And so what that tells you is you can get a higher rental yield from owning a real estate investment trust than you can from owning direct property. And it's more diversified, and it's higher quality real estate generally. So, you know, that's a great example. I can't see who actually posted that comment, but that's a great example of how you can get started for 89 cents. I love it. And so what's interesting with real estate investment trusts is that you can buy trusts that specialize in holding retail assets, okay? Like Scentre Group in Australia, they hold retail assets. You can go for a real estate investment trust that holds commercial office premises, high quality offices. And one in Australia is called Dexus, which is one of my favorites. I almost bought Dexus REIT a few months ago for $8, and now it's $10.30. I was close because it was selling quite cheaply. So they specialize in commercial property holdings, and then you've got the likes of Mirvac and this. Look, there's a ton of others. You've got industrial. I forget the biggest name, the name of the largest one in Australia, Growth. Forget what it's called off the top of my head, but they own a multitude of different ones, but primarily industrial. So you can actually start to gain exposure to different real estate sectors with higher rental returns, diversified, by buying a real estate investment trust for whatever money you have right now. You don't need that deposit. So I'm always perplexed as to why people will have to wait until they have 100 or 200,000 before they buy property. And if I was ever going to buy property, I would probably do it through a REIT. You know, I mean, look, you know how I feel about property. I don't really want to own it, but I think it comes a time in your life where you can, and that's fine. But if you wanted to get investment exposure to property, especially in a commercial sense with commercial, industrial, retail, go and grab a REIT, okay? That's what I'd encourage you to do. So there you go. Now, when do you buy a REIT? Well, here's the thing. You can actually find out the actual net tangible assets, like how much they're worth, because the REIT holds tangible physical assets, because you can actually touch the assets that it owns. It owns buildings, right? Bricks and mortar. So you can find out the net tangible asset value per share. And when it's selling below that, you can buy it, which means you're buying a dollar bill for, say, 90 cents. And that's how you buy undervalued REITs. You find out the net tangible asset value per share, and you buy it for less. So, like, for example, if that Cromwell property REIT share was 89 cents, but the net tangible assets were worth of the property investment trust were worth $1, you're buying a dollar bill for 89 cents. So you're actually buying it undervalued. And that's how you buy real estate investment trust. This is a great way to invest. You could specialize in REITs even. And what's great is you're getting a 5, 6, 7, 8% return on the dividends. I think Dexus was paying like 8, 9% when I was going to buy it. So, you know, there's these opportunities around, but people just don't know that they exist. Okay. So you're looking to buy them when they're selling below their net tangible asset value. All right. That's really important if you want to, but you know, you have to do your own research. So don't just take what I'm telling you and just go buy REITs all day long. But there you go. That's how you actually buy real estate without actually owning direct real estate. And I'm absolutely shocked and perplexed as to why more people don't do this if they're so in love with property. I just don't get it. It's just it's a bit of a no-brainer, but there you go. So what I'm going to do is, certainly on Facebook, I don't think I can do it on Instagram, or on YouTube or anything, or on Twitter or LinkedIn. Maybe I can, but I'm going to actually put down a list of the top 10 real estate investment trusts for you to go check out below this live, wherever I can. All right. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that episode. Feel free to tag someone in this if you want them to watch this. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. And of course, if you want to learn more, you just go to lloydjross.com and we can connect through there. Plus, I've got a specific and specialized VIP Facebook group you can be part of too. So yeah, and also subscribe to the podcast, Money Grows on Trees. Leave us a review, but thanks to everyone who's already done that. And look forward to coming back and talking to you more about money, investing, entrepreneurship on these platforms. Talk to you guys very soon.